Hello and welcome to another AFL Masterclass presented by thetelegraph.com.au. Joining me today is Leo Barry, Premiership winner at the Sydney Swans in 2005. Welcome, Leo.
Thanks, Todd. Yeah, now, Todd, we've already learned how to do the kicking, the handball and the marking. Now today we're going to learn how to bounce the ball. Bouncing the ball can be a very tricky skill. Often if you don't hit the ball right, the ball will either go left or right, and it's very difficult to actually be able to get the ball to bounce back up to you. So it's one thing you need to continue to keep practicing on. So generally when I learned how to bounce the ball, you've got to actually make the ball bounce on the front end of the ball. So when the ball actually hits the ground, it flips back up, and when you're running at really fast pace, it's very difficult to actually get the ball to run and bounce back to you. So it's important that the bounce back is very consistent. You have to have one hand on the top of the ball, and one hand on the bottom of the ball, just so you've got good control. Generally I bounce the ball with my left hand as my more dominant hand. It's important that you push the ball down with one hand, make sure the ball lands on the front end of the ball so it actually flips back up, like that. So it makes it easier when you're running really fast pace. You bounce the ball, flicks back up, but you should always practice doing it on the other hand as well. It's a very difficult skill, so I think we'll go out, see how you guys go and see if we can improve in a few areas. This is a good skill you can practice basically anywhere, whether you're at home, at the footy field or at training. So you either have maybe a 5 or 10 metre distance, and all you do is just practice bouncing the ball in between that particular line. So we'll see how you go with the skills I've taught you and see whether you're actually able to do the bounce.
Well, Leo, bouncing, it's obviously one of the hardest skills in the AFL. What are some of your tips for the kids to do while they're at home practicing?
Yeah, look, to be brutally honest, it's just about practicing whether you're standing still. Make sure you always just do that, or even have a walk around the backyard. Have a race with your friends, just seeing whether you can do it, because it's a very difficult skill. And you saw with a few of the kids, often if they didn't bounce the ball right, it went left, went right, went up, went down. So it's a very difficult skill to master. So generally, it's just making sure you practice a lot. Make sure you always remember to flip the ball over and hit the front of the ball so it rolls back. And if you get really good and adapt at doing it stationary, it's a lot harder even running. So once you're able to master that skill, running around the backyard, dodging your friends, weaving, practicing your bouncing left and right, it's a difficult skill to learn, but without doubt, if you're able to achieve that and actually master the skill, it can definitely help you be a better AFL player.